time.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Do I need a microphone or not? Yeah. So, for you? Thanks, Dan. Page 4, as we welcome in Shabbat. Shalom Aleichem. Page number 4.
Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Sharei, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malchei Sharei, Malchei Elyon, Melech Malchei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bohem Shalom, Malchei Shalom,
Continue with L'chun Haranana, one of the Psalms for the Sabbath on page 8, top of the page. L'chun Haranana, page 8.
Adonai, Adonai.
come and sit closer if you want. You don't have to sit so far away. If you want to sit closer? Maybe not. All right. Something that's not in your prayer book, just enjoy the music. Yalla Sabah. Okay, good. We're going to turn to Havul Adonai as we stand together, page 14. If you can't follow in the Hebrew, you can find it on page 15. Top of the page is Havul Adonai.
Mizmor leDavid, Havul Adonai le'elim, Havul Adonai, kavod va'od. Ay, 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 Havul Adonai, kevod shemo yishtach, Havul Adonai v'hakodesh, Havul Adonai, Havayim,
Dodi, as we welcome in the seventh bride. We'll do the first 3 verses together, and then we will stand and face the sanctuary door for Oiv Shalom. Lecha Dodi, page 17. 17. Shvasra. Yes, it's here.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala yala 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 Neshama nekabela Lecha Dodi likrat kala yala 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 Neshama nekabela Shamor bezachor elimor echad Yishriadu Shalom, Ateret Bala, Gam Besiva, Uvetzola, Tochemune, Azegula, Boidala, Boidala, Olecha.
those who wish to remain standing, page 25 in our Siddur. Yitgadal, Yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma, Divra, Kirute, Be'amnich Malchute, Be'chayechon, Uvyamechon, Uvchaye, Dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala, Vizman Kari, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabbah, Bevarach, Le'alam, Lalmei Amaya. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitba'ar, V'yitramam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yithalal, Shmei Dekudsha B'rechu, Le'ela min kol birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, Ta'amiran, V'alma, V'imru, Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabbah Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mramav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen. You may be seated. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you all for being here for our Shabbat in the Amoeba, or otherwise known as Shabbat in the Round. It's nice to see people who have come out tonight and celebrate Shabbat. I wanted to just briefly talk about a piece in our Torah reading. We won't read it tomorrow since we're in the third of the triennial cycle, so we'll read actually about the binding of Isaac tomorrow morning, which we also read on Rosh Hashanah. I want to focus on the beginning of the Torah portion that we read on Thursday mornings or Monday mornings or Shabbat afternoon last week. Shabbat Shalom, Andy. Hi, Tony. Come on in. So in the text itself, we have this scene that is set. And if you look at last week's Torah portion, Parsha Lech Lecha, we're left off with Abraham making this commitment to Jewish life, and his wife Sarah as well, right? And we know that Abraham makes that commitment through the act of Brit Milah, circumcision, and all of a sudden his whole family goes through this major Brit Milah celebration. Everyone goes through that ritual. And the next day, or the next week, but probably the next day, we have this image of Abraham sitting by the Alonei Mamre, these terebinth trees. We're not really sure exactly what kind of trees they were, but tall trees that provided shade. Right? I remember I had a tour guide in Israel that I used to work with. His name was Richard Eisenberg. His name is still Richard Eisenberg. And he does a lot of tour groups with non-Jewish folks, right? People who make pilgrimage. And so he used to play little mischakim, little games with these groups. No, he said, I'll be forgiven at some point in the Garden of Eden when I go to heaven. But he would say something like this, right? He would go with this Catholic group with their priest and their 40 parishioners, and they would come in the Negev, in the desert, and they would come by this tree. He said, you're not going to believe this. This, in fact, is the tree where Abraham met the three men. And all of a sudden, people are bowing down, and they're worshiping, and they're kissing the ground. And then somebody finds something metal like this big, like this round. And they go, what could this be? He said, well, let me see it. He said, where did you find that? Stop! Don't move! It looks like it's a currency from the time of Abraham, our patriarch. And all of a sudden, you know, they're bowing down and they're worshiping. And, you know, I would probably do the same thing if I was in that moment. Well, it was just an average tree planted by the Jewish National Fund that just looked like it was strong. And the metal piece was a Maccabi beer bottle top that was left there the week before. But if you look further on in the text that Richard and I would study when I was in Israel, it says that Abraham was sitting there after his Brit Milah. And he sees these individuals, Vayarotz likratam, the text says, that he ran out to greet them. Well, he probably didn't run out to greet them if he had a circumcision the day before, right? He probably crutched out to greet them. He probably hobbled out to greet them. He yelled as loud as he could to his wife Sarah, we have guests. But I want us to look at it from a different perspective. What did it really mean when the text said, Vayarotz likratam? And he ran out to meet these people. how did he run out? With all of his strength, with all of his feeling, with all of his spirit, and with all of his energy. He found a way, even though one of them was coming to visit him to see how he was feeling, to bring them inside. Right? To go above and beyond. To not just do the bare minimum, but to do more than we can somehow be able to do ourselves when we feel that we have to push. So I would offer this challenge to us. And that is, what is it that we would like to do, vayarot, and to run out and do something, but we feel right now we're too weak to do it, that we don't care, that we're tired, that we're not feeling well, that maybe somebody else will do it for us. Abraham took that initiative. His wife Sarah took that initiative. So what is it that we should be running out for this week or this Shabbat that we're not fully going after and pursuing? Abraham was able to do that under the circumstances because he believed in himself, but he also believed in the cause that he was trying to share with the world, and the connection to the God that he had a connection and a faith base to. So let's do our running this week. Maybe it's on a treadmill, maybe it's walking around the block, but let's also do some metaphoric running this week. It's not just physical, right? Sometimes we just see the Torah as physical, as something surface-based. Okay, he ran out to greet them, but what does the text really say? There's no way he could run out to greet them. But in fact, he really ran out to greet those people and bring them into his soul, into his home, into his heart, in a way where these three individuals would say, ah, this is who the Jewish people are destined to be. Shabbat Shalom. We stand together for the Baruch, our words of prayer, the story of creation, the beginning of the Mariv service, page 28, the words of the Baruch. Seated for the blessing Mariv Aravim at the very bottom of the page.
Umavir yom mevi laila matil ben yom ben laila Adonai tzvaot shemo el chai v'kayam tamim lo chalei le'olam va'ed Baruch ata Adonai Hamariv Aravim. V'avtechalta t'menu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Words of Shema, page 31.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha v'hayu הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, ושרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לתוספות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובישעריך.
We turn to our blessing of thanksgiving as we turn to page 37. At the top of the page, we join together in the words of Mi Chamo. Prayer for peace, the words of Hashkivenu. O God, our guardian and our helper, bring us blessing of peace now and always. Praised are you, the one who shelters us with peace. Spreads over us a sukkah, a beautiful tabernacle, a beautiful tent, just like Abraham and Sarah shared with the world. May that peaceful sukkah be one that is embraced by all of us. Jerusalem around the world. Hashkivenu Adonai, page 38, the memory.
Shalom.
the words of the Vishamru, page 40, the top of the page. Visham.
Vishamru b'nei Israel. Yitkada v'yikada shemei rabba Le'omad yirak yirtei v'yamlich malchutei Lecha yechonu yomecho U'chayi b'chol beit Yisrael Bagala u'vizman karim V'yimeru amen Yehi shmei rabba b'morah Ve'olam omedomaya Yipara, Vishabak, Yipar, Vitraman, Vinase, Vitadar, Vitale, Vitalal, Shemeda Gudasha, Refu, Le'ela, Bikol Birchata, Vishirata, Tush Bechata, Le'emata, Damiram Be'oma, Viru,
private prayer, the Amidah to ourselves, the Hebrew, the English, and private prayer, pages 43 through 56 in the Siddur, 43 through 56.
Once you've included your private Amidah, please be seated.
We continue with Kaddish Shalem on page 60, top of the page.
Hikada v'hikada shemei Rabba Yalmadi rakir zevi aplik malchute b'chayechon v'yomechon cheducho b'Yisrael v'gaz magarim v'yimruhu Amen Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach le'olam lo me'almaya Yisparach Yisparach v'yishtabach v'yipar v'yitramam v'yinaseh v'yitatzar v'yitala v'yitala shemei dekudusha v'rechu le'ela mikol v'rchata v'shira tzatush b'chata v'nechapanta damira v'yalam v'imeru Amen Tikabel Solo Al Kol Yisrael Kadam Avon Mishmaya V'imeru Amen Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chaim Alin Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imeru Amen Ose Shalom B'imromav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Alin Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'al Kol Yoshvei Tevel V'imeru Amen.
I just want to thank our musicians tonight for leading us before we conclude with our prayer for healing and Aleinu. David Rubin, Scott Wiggin, Rabbi Crane, Julian Weinstein. It's nice to have you back with us. Julian used to teach 7th grade in our religious school, and now he's doing holy work. He's actually the head of the social studies department in a Title I school. So he's doing good work in the world. Nice to have you back, Julian. Dan Weiss, Robert Young, Frank Jacobson, Cheryl Hammerman, Myra Alport, Doug Passon, Ron Kushner. Nice to have you with us. Ron is actually a rabbi's husband. I know the rabbi's wife is a Rebbitzin, but Ron, what do you call a rabbi's husband?
What do you call him?
How what?
Hubbitzin.
Hubbitzin? Hubbitzin?
I always thought it was rabbits.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I heard.
Anyway, Ron is married to Rabbi Bonnie Capel over at Temple Chai.
Or I can say Lucky.
Lucky, very good. And Mike Steingart. So it's nice to have all of our musicians with us here tonight. We continue with our Misha Berach, the lyrics from Todd Herzog. I believe that's what we're doing tonight. A blessed day.
for Aleinu L'Shabeach, page 16.
Aleinu L'Shabeach Ladon HaKol Lateinu LaYotzer Reshit Shelo Asanu K'Goyei Haratzot V'lo Samanu K'Mishpachot Adama Shelo Samchelkenu Kahem V'gor Aleinu K'chol Hamonam V'anachnu Korim Umishtachavim Umodim Lifnei Melech Malchei HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hakatuv b'Torah Adonai Yimloch Le'olam Va'ed V'nema V'haya Adonai V'melech Ha'olam Ha'aretz V'yom Ha'avu V'yom Ha'avu Yeh Adonai Echad U'Shemo U'Shemo U'Shemo
Be seated in our community this Shabbat. We remember Robert Luckman, Jacob Schwartz, Dorothy Fisher, Rose Wilderman, Max Weisberg, Murray Zemmel, Jack Tauber, Sidney Velasco, Samuel Goldberg, Seth Horwitz, Sybil Kirsch, Arthur Bisman, Corinne Ehrlich, Laura King, Ida Bell Miller, and of course, remember our Bert Quasman, who was laid to rest earlier today. Before Shabbat, there'll be a Shiva Minyan at 7 p.m. tomorrow night at Bruce and Joe Goldstein's home. That's again Saturday night, 7 p.m. Those who wish to stand, Mourners Kaddish, now is the time to do so on page 66. Yitgadal v'yitgadash Shemei Rabbah Ve'alma divra kirutei Ve'amlich malchutei Ve'chayeichon Ve'yomeichon Chaye D'chol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'bizman Kariv V'imru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Ve'alam L'almei Amaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitba'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yit'aleh V'yithalal Shmei D'kudsha Brechu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata B'shirata Tishbechata B'nechemata Ta'amiran Be'alma V'imru Amen Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim Aleinu Ve'al Yisrael V'imru Amen Oseh Shalom B'imrama Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Yisrael V'imru Amen. Shabbat Shalom everyone. Just me doing announcements, or Risa? We just have 2 or 3 things here, Risa. So Risa Fern, a member of our board, has a few brief announcements and Shabbat greetings.
Thank you, clergy, leaders, and coordinators for tonight. Can you hear me? Okay, how's that? Better? All right, one more time. Muchas gracias a todos. Many thanks to the greeters, the clergy, the coordinators, and of course the musicians. Please join us tomorrow for Shabbat morning services beginning at 9:30 a.m. Check your Shabbat flyer at our website for a list of upcoming events. Next Saturday, November 3rd, we will, the restart of Rabbi Kaplan's Kavana Cafe, I guess. We'll restart that at 8:45 a.m. We will also welcome new members at Shabbat morning services on November the 3rd. A message to all our empty nesters, our socialites group's first event this year will be a wine, cheese, and trivia night, Saturday, November the 10th at 7 p.m. And you can register online or call Denny in the synagogue office. Please check your Shabbat handout at our website for more important information on services and programs. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So we stand together for Kiddush and Shabbat. Erev Shabbat services, page 67. We stand together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri ha'gafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher ratzon hipilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereishit Yihu yom tefillah mikra'ei kodesh zecher Tzion Mitzrayim Ibanu v'avarta yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shavat kodshcha be'ahu ratzon Yimchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh Hashavat Amen. L'chaim, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
What did you get stop on there?
Word. Forgot about that.